Hey everyone, it's Laura from the blog ourlyhouse.com, and today I'm just going to be doing another get it all done homemaking type video and just take the camera around and show you the different things that we have to get done in the house. It has definitely gotten pretty cold now. We had a really long, drawn out fall, which was amazing. We've had so many warm days, but now it's definitely starting to cool down and we have to get the fire going every morning. Sometimes my husband will wake up overnight and restoke it and add some logs to it. Other times we just kind of sleep right through and we wake up and it's a little chilly in the house. And so first thing that he does is go down and kind of mess with the fire, get it going. We'll sit down there. The kids like to read by the fire. Most mornings we start off just down there kind of cozying up next to the fire before we get into our full day of chores and activities and things that we have to do. Once we're all nice and toasty warm, the kids start telling me that they're hungry, so it's time to make breakfast. On this day, I'm making some blueberry sourdough pancakes. Sourdough pancakes are just a go-to here. They are so simple to make. They are a total crowd pleaser, and they're very healthy and filling. For this recipe, I actually have it on my blog, so I can link it down in the description box for you. We like to add in pumpkin during the fall time, berries, sometimes chocolate chips, just different things to make them more tasty. They are completely good on their own, but today we're adding in some fresh blueberries. After we're done eating, I have to do a quick cleanup with the kitchen and get all of the dishes done and get the house put back together. Once I had the dishes done, I went over to work on my cast irons. Now I cook a lot in my cast iron skillets and I get a lot of questions about caring for them. One thing you'll see that I do is I just wipe them out with a wet cloth and then make sure to dry them. Sometimes I'll even just put them in the stove or on the stove top with it on or in the oven and let them dry that way, or I'll just run a towel over it. They really don't require too much care other than just being wiped out. After I use them every once in a while, re-season them, just like I'm doing here. I'm taking some coconut oil and just rubbing it all on the inside and the handle and all around the cast iron. This just helps it to stay non-stick and well seasoned. Speaking of the fire, because we have our fire going constantly downstairs, you get a lot of just dust and debris, smoke, all that kind of stuff. Like when we open it up and you're stoking it, little pieces are constantly flying out of there. And so the mantle downstairs can get really dusty and dirty. So I'm trying to make it a weekly thing. This hasn't happened yet, but starting now, that I will start to just take everything off of these shelves down here, dust the shelves, dust all of the pictures and different decorations that I have, just to keep this space clean and looking more fresh, because it definitely gets really dingy down here. So I'm trying to start to do a little better about cleaning up this space. Now another big part of my day, which obviously you guys probably already knew this, is doing something with my blog. So because we have a blog, usually during a nap time, I might be busy making soap like I am today, or making some type of lotion or cream, or writing a blog post. And so I thought I would just take the camera along to kind of show you that process. This is a new soap recipe that I just got on my blog. It is made out of olive oil. And so I just recorded the steps of me making it. I'm going to also have this recipe and video tutorial on my blog if you want to try making this soap. I added in some different colorants to this soap as well to make it be all swirled. I really love the way that it turned out, and I can't use it yet because it does have to cure for 3 months, but it is hardened enough to where I can tell the colors and everything is going to work, but it is in its curing process before we're actually able to use this exact recipe. Now this next clip here, this is me taking some pictures for another soap bar that I have on my blog. This one's actually made out of lard. And so I have this recipe also on my blog, and I am just, these ones are already done and I'm just popping them out of the molds. I'm kind of styling them, getting some good pictures of them to be able to put in my blog post for the pictures. Now, of course, throughout the day, there was a lot more things going on. We do have 5 kids, and so there's a lot of things that I don't always put every single thing in this video. Sometimes things get busy, and I just get out the camera when I find that I need to. Sometimes my kids just need my full attention, and so there's no blogging, there's no Instagram, there's no posts. It's just me being present with the kids, and those are the types of things that you don't always see on my videos. And obviously, those things are happening as well because I get a lot of questions about, you know, different things that we do. These videos are just the different things that I actually want to record. There's several things, obviously, because a day is way longer than these short videos that go on that don't make the cut. Now, something that I record often and something that I do every single day is make dinner. So I did get out my camera to show you a new recipe that I'm trying. In fact, I just kind of made this up on the spot. My children all love butternut squash, especially my baby. And so I just started by dicing up some butternut squash. I put it in a 9x13 pan, and then I made a sauce to drizzle over top of it. The sauce was some avocado oil, a little bit of maple syrup, some coconut aminos, some spices. I did salt, pepper, a little paprika, and some garlic. I tossed it in that. I added in some dried cranberries, and I put this in the oven to bake. Now, while I was baking, I was thinking I need some type of meat to put with this, and I didn't have any meat set out to frost it in my freezer, so I got out a pound of sausage that was frozen, so I just put that straight in my cast iron, just kind of browned it up, mixed it up a few times. Once it was browned, I added in a little bit of frozen corn, cooked that up, a little bit of spices, and then I just mixed that in with the butternut squash, kind of mixed it all together like a casserole, topped it with some fresh shredded cheddar cheese, and then I put it back in the oven to finish cooking the squash and to melt the cheese. This was actually super good. I don't have a recipe anywhere because I just kind of made it up as I went. My family loved it, so maybe it will be something that we'll get on the blog eventually. I'll definitely have to actually go back through and measure and figure out exactly what I put in, because it was kind of a dish and a dash of that type of recipe when I was making it. That's how a lot of my cooking kind of goes, where I start making something not even knowing what I'm going to be cooking, and then as I go I just kind of add things too, and then sometimes it's things that the family's like, yeah, it's all right, it got the job done, no one loves it. And then other times it's something like this where they all ask for more and more, everyone loved it, and so it'll definitely be something that I'll be making again. But That's just kind of how recipes are created here in my house. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna add to this video. I have gotten a lot of questions about why I do my cooking here at my dining room table behind me and not my kitchen. Okay, that is just for video purposes. This house has a sunroom off of our kitchen over here, and because of that sunroom, there is no light really that comes into my kitchen. It's one thing that I really don't like about this house. I love natural light and I don't get that in my kitchen. So when I try to record in there, it's just dark. I don't like the quality of the video. I can definitely use some box lights, but I just don't like it as much as I do with these bright windows in the dining room. It's just so much more light in here. So I don't do all of my cooking in the dining room. If I'm not filming, I do it in my kitchen, but just to make the videos more bright and cheery and the way that I like them to look, then I do them here in my dining room, because that's a question that I've gotten so many times. Didn't even realize that that was something that I was going to get when I started doing that, but I just wanted to clarify that. Okay. One more thing, this is kind of turning into like a frequently asked questions because I've been asked this so many times. You may have also noticed that I have gone down to 1 video a week. I didn't make a big announcement about it, I just kind of did it. It's just this season of life that we're in right now. Things are busy and I'm really trying to slow down, enjoy my kids, and just be able to, I don't know, get the things done that I need to get done. And making 2 YouTube videos a week is very draining. So yes, I did go down to 1 video. I'm gonna be posting every Friday. For now, that could change. I don't know, it's just, you know, that's what's working right now. So I hopefully that answers some questions, because those are a couple of things I've been getting constantly in my comments on YouTube, also emails about, and just messages on Instagram. So yes, 1 video a week, we're trying that for now. It's working out great for our family and our schedule. Maybe someday we'll go back to 2, but for now, that's what we're doing. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I get out a new video every single week. Thank you, and see you all in the next video.